This right here is one of the biggest mistakes that sadly most of us will make for the rest of our lives. This isn't just something that you do wrong once or twice. This is something you keep doing if you're unconscious and unaware of it. It's very simple, but if you change it, it changes your life. It changes the way you feel about everything. It changes the way that you approach pretty much every situation because it is that fundamental and that important. And it's your choice of language, how you talk to yourself and how you think more specifically. See, most people say things like, I have to go to work, or I have to eat, or I have to go to that birthday party or that wedding. And so what we're doing is we are trapping ourselves because we have been conditioned to trap ourselves through this language that basically we are communicating to ourselves and telling ourselves that we don't have a choice. This is what we gotta do. We gotta do what we gotta do, and you just have to do it. You have to do this, that, and the other. And if you don't do it, what then? Well, there will be consequences. Most of the time, we are so afraid of the consequences that it's more painful, the process of actually avoiding the consequences, than it would be facing them. Most of the time, we think that the consequences of us not doing what we have to do are so bad that we will do almost anything to avoid facing up to them. So think about this for a moment. If you don't go to a wedding or a party, or if you didn't go to work, what else could you do? What else could you do with your time that might be more worthwhile? See, again, the human mind always tries to measure what we'll lose, and it never focuses on what we're going to gain. And so when we trap ourselves with this language and we say, I have to, we become convinced that these activities or these events or these people are so important that whatever ideas or inspirations that we have, they don't measure up because the consequences are so great. The consequences of skipping a meal are not really that bad. The consequences of not showing up to a party most of the time are actually good. Now, maybe you'll get some backlash and maybe sometimes people will criticize you, but that's not really a big deal. If you get over the need for validation and approval from other people, this becomes something that you're totally okay with. You don't care if other people don't love you or like you all the time. You don't need everyone to approve of you. You don't try to people please and make everyone happy. And see, now you can take away have to. Because guess what? You don't technically have to do anything. You could stop doing everything. Literally everything. Now, there are consequences, and some of them are so bad that you wouldn't want to stop eating forever. You wouldn't want to stop drinking water. You wouldn't want to stop sleeping because eventually, right, that just goes wrong. You deteriorate. And so you say, well, then I have to do those things. No, you don't have to. You get to. You get to. Because you've been blessed with life. Here you are, a human being. The chances of you even existing are absolutely mind-boggling. And here you are, and now you get to do this stuff. You get to have this human experience. You don't have to have it. It's actually a consistent and constant choice to continue to have it, to continue to survive. You have to make a choice. Whether it's conscious or unconscious, you're still deciding to continue, right? Because you have to do certain things just to keep going. You do have to, or you get to. And when you say you get to, and you change your language, something incredible happens. All the pressure is off. Now it's a choice. Now it's something you want to do. And now you feel better about everything you go into. See, this is a consistent theme. For every high consciousness type person, you'll see that they don't say, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that. They say, I get to. I would love to do this, that, whatever the activity is. It's not, oh, I have to. Not people pleasing, not doing chores and, exerting yourself and this, oh, I have to, just dragging yourself into things. It's, I get to, it's inspired. I love to do it. That's great. And if you change that language, if you shift your thinking patterns, it's a little bit of work, and you'll have to catch yourself for probably a few months even starting out. It's pretty difficult if you've been used to saying I have to. But once you shift, there's really no going back. Now you don't have to do anything. So when someone asks you for a favor, you used to say, well, I gotta do it. I have to do it. Now you don't. If you think you have to go to work, you realize, I don't have to. I get to if I want to. If I don't want to, I can change it. That's the power of being a human being. We can choose. We have free will. But most of us don't exercise it. Most of us don't use it because we trap ourselves in our minds. We lock ourselves up, use this language to condition ourselves that we are responsible and we have to do this and all of that. And only then will everything be okay. And that's just not true. It's a story. It's society first brainwashing us and then us brainwashing ourselves, because that's what people continue to do. And then you brainwash other people and it just continues the loop and the cycle. But if you step out, the world is beautiful because you get to play. You get to do whatever you want. You get to enjoy it. And it's really a gift. So if you want it, great, take it. If you want to go somewhere, if you want to be a part of that event, great. If you want to go to work at that workplace, you like it, awesome. Sometimes maybe you don't even feel like it, but you still do it because you know that it's fulfilling. Great, but you don't have to. You don't have to do jack. You don't have to do anything. It is a choice. And the moment you're aware of that, your whole life changes. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Make sure that you subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss a single upload. And if you'd like to experience a real breakthrough and some massive progress in your life, sign up for coaching. It's in the bottom left of your screen right now. If you click on that, you'll go to my website and you can book a free consultation to get us started.